So recently, disgraced UFC star Tom Aspinall is back on the MMA media scene, making some really bold claims. He's going full throttle on these claims. At first, after the eye poke, like immediately after it, he said some stuff about Cyril, but never really like went 100% on it. And now he is making a YouTube video. He came out with a lot of documents too, trying to like further prove the eye damage. But this is a response from Ben Askren. As you know, we all know we deeply respect and love Ben Askren, and we wish him good blessings on his recovery journey that he's still on since that double lung transplant. But I agree with Ben though. I agree with Ben Askren. I feel like Tom needs to step away from the media, return for the rematch, and just right the wrongs. That's it. I don't really feel like there needs to be a milking of this eye poke thing any more than it needs to be. I think the UFC has fixed it. They had a meeting of the refs and they told all the refs to really just go after eye pokes more. So now I'm assuming every time a fighter eye pokes the other, a point will automatically be deducted. The same way an out of bounds call would be called in basketball, something like that. So I think the problem has been resolved. I don't think there's any more need to dwell on the whole eye poke thing. I get it was a bad look for Tom, and I get that Tom is still to this day receiving a lot of hate for it. But I think the only way to correct the hate or win those haters back over is to just attend the rematch and wipe the floor with Cyril Gane. I think that's the only way to really resolve any of this, and then people will soon forget about the eye poke and about the fact that Tom may or may not have quit. I'm still kind of on the fence about this. Saying that Tom quit full throttle for me makes me, it just something about it irks me. So I'm gonna refrain from doing that. But like I said, my main take here is that I don't think Tom should have came out with this video. I don't think Tom should have made these claims because again, they're straight up insulting another respected fighter. That yes, when you look back at the videos, he may not have made the cleanest plays all the time. I'm talking about Cyril Gane, by the way. But Cyril Gane is still a fighter that now has amassed a good amount of fans, and saying things like this is just it's going to start a bit of a fandom war. But again, I think it's all for the better because I love bad blood, and this video definitely creates more bad blood between Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane. So all I can say is I look forward to the rematch. Let me know what you think.